Finance Minister Nirmala Sithraman has chaired the 53rd GST Council meeting. It decided on key issues related to goods and service tax rates, exemptions and clarifications. Addressing the media after the meeting, Finance Minister Sithraman said these decisions will benefit traders, MSMEs and taxpayers. The Council has recommended a uniform GST rate of 12% on all milk cans. It also recommended uniform GST rate on 12% of all carton boxes and clarified that all types of sprinklers will attract 12% GST. Service provided by Indian Railways is meanwhile exempt from GST. Intra-railway supplies are also exempt. Hostels, which are for students outside of educational institutions, are also exempt from GST. Moreover, the GST Council also recommended waiving interest and penalties for demand notices that have been issued under Section 73 of the GST Act, including cases not involving fraud, suppression or misstatements. The Finance Minister also informed the rolling out of biometric-based Aadhaar authentication on a pan-India basis.
Council recommended to prescribe a uniform rate of 12% on all milk cans, meaning steel, iron, aluminium, which are irrespective of the use. They are called milk cans, but wherever they are used, that will be the rate applicable so that no disputes arise out of it. They have a standard shape, so that will determine what is a milk can and what is not. Then Council also recommended to prescribe a uniform GST rate of 12% on all carton boxes and cases of both corrugated and non-corrugated paper or paper board. This will in particular help the apple growers of Himachal Pradesh, the apple growers of J&K, whose request it has been for quite some time. The Fitment Committee has also recommended it now. On services, there are just 2 points which I'll highlight to you. Services provided by Indian Railways to the common man. Sale of platform tickets, facility of retiring rooms, waiting rooms, cloakroom services, battery-operated car services are being exempted from GST. Further, intra-railway supplies are also being exempted. The other, which is very important, service by way of hostel accommodation is presently not exempt, which are being provided for students if they are outside of educational institutions. Am I right? If they are within an educational institution, they are already exempt. Please let there be clarity. Hostels which are for students which are within a which are within an educational institutions are already exempt. Now, hostels which are for students but outside of an educational institutions are also getting exempt. Then there is going to be a rolling out of biometric-based Aadhaar authentication in an all-India basis. You know that we ran a pilot in Gujarat, also a pilot in Puducherry. There have been very good inputs coming out of it. So this will help us to combat fraudulent input tax credit claims made through fake invoices. In the cases where the applicant had opted for Aadhaar authentication and where the case has been identified on the basis of data analytics and risk parameters on the system, these have been tried in the GST Suvidha Kendras, and this will be taken up on an all-India basis.
Dr. Sharat Kohli, economist, joins us now on the broadcast. Dr. Kohli, various decisions, of course, taken by the GST Council yesterday. Your first reaction to the statements that Nirmala Sithraman has made after the meeting concluded?
Good morning, Uday. Good morning to the viewers of NewsX. A very welcomed announcements, I would say. The gap between the 52nd and the 53rd meeting was since October, I remember last time, when the 52nd meeting held. And so everybody was waiting because there were a lot of things on the agenda and pending. But I think a lot of relief has been given to taxpayers. You got to ask the people who really go through this, the procedure. They have to go through a really tortuous time sometimes. I think the best takeaway for me would be this Aadhaar-based biometric authentication, where the finance minister very categorically stated that your registration... Hello? Yeah, where the finance minister categorically stated that you can visit a center, you can get your biometric, and in 10 to 15 minutes, your registration is done.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.